What's going on, everybody? It's Blackjack. Welcome back to Crystalline. Zach and I awaken at dawn and silently go about preparing for the day. And I can only imagine how the Pongo is feeling after last night. As I grab a few items off the bed, I look over at Zach, who's fiddling with his gun. That guy sure gives his discharger a lot of attention. Morning. He glances up and nods.
I'm heading down. Meet me there when you're ready.
Okay, you go do that. Sure. Zach shoulders his pack and leaves. This is probably the quietest morning I've had so far. It's a little strange. There's no background music, no lovely blonde girl, no really robotic pink-haired girl, not even a poi. I pack up the last of my things and follow Zach downstairs, where I find him waiting alone. Alright, now we can hear the sounds of breakfast and everything, but again, where is my blonde and where is my pink-haired one? He shrugs.
Still getting ready, I guess.
Alright, that's right. Girls take forever to get ready. Okay. That's unusual. Liana is generally the first one up. We waited a couple more minutes before the girls finally show up carrying the Pongo with them. What did you do to that thing? And if it was actually sexy, what does the Pongo have to offer? Amelia smiles widely at the Pongo, who grins back. Those two seem to be in a good mood. Liana, on the other hand, looks exhausted? I want answers. Good morning. What were they doing last night? Gang's all here, let's go. No, I'm curious. Hey, Liana. She masked a yawn.
Morning.
Yeah, so science. Care to define what said science is? Jeez, what happened last night? You looked exhausted. You look exhausted. Were you guys putting makeup on the Pongo this entire night? Liana glances at Amelia and the Pongo and blushes.
As per our last conversation, there was science to be done.
Okay, that grin on your face, that grin, that ain't science.
Right, science.
Science, uh-huh.
Boy.
Uh-huh. Zach looks just as bewildered as I do. I think I might be better off not knowing. Okay then.
We should move on so we don't lose any daylight.
Uh-huh. Alrighty, Zach looks at Amelia, who rummages through her bag. Eventually, she pulls out a map. I glance at the carefully detailed mountains and rivers. Suddenly, I'm missing my GPS.
We will proceed eastward, through the forest adjacent to Bazada.
Okay.
From there, we will travel northbound towards the Sonoa Mountains.
Her finger scrolls across the different locations.
Assuming there are no divergences in the course, we should arrive in Embermist by midday. Any inquiries?
Wow, not even any questions, any inquiries. Like you were just like a live open thesaurus. Amelia folds the map and glances at the rest of us. We all look at each other.
Then let us begin our journey.
All right, fine. Off we go. Looking for Embermist. She leads the way out of the inn and through the streets of Bazada. Even this early in the morning, the marketplace is still bustling with people. Carefully traversing the streets and alleys, the crowd begins to thin as we reach the city borders. Amelia consults her map that continues out of the city. Without the high cover of the stalls, I blink at the clear blue sky in the distance. I can see the dark, leafy cover of the trees. That must be where we're going. Once we reach the forest, I'm surprised by how much shade the leaves provide. Now we're in the forest. It looks so majestic. Beams of light just shooting through the trees. The branches are strong and the leaves are thick, exposing pockets of sunshine. Amelia keeps the map on hand as there are no trails. Aside from a few other stragglers exploring the woods, I can hear the scurry of woodland animals. Oh no, don't tell me we're gonna run into the woodland critters here. Please, not that. Anything but that. With so much cover and so few people, this would be the perfect opportunity for a bandit ambush. Surprise! Dun, 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 dun. I look towards Zach and Liana, who both seem unconcerned. Suppose it wouldn't make any sense for bandits to hide out in a forest which is mostly devoid of people. We aren't carrying any cargo either, so there seems like even less of a reason to attack us. The deeper we travel into the woods, the thicker the canopy of leaves become, nearly blocking out all sunlight. Love this traveling that we're doing, staying in the same place. And the music's getting quieter now. All the other people have long gone, and even the rustle of bushes have become quiet. The Pongo nestles even deeper into Amelia's arms. Liana shivers and wraps her arms around herself in a hug. Is it getting cold? Sure. You okay? She seems startled and drops her arms, trying to act normal.
I'm fine.
Okay, a little defensive, just checking. I know exactly what I'm fine means in Earth English. I mean, something clearly is bothering her. And it may be something having to do with just location of where we are or whatnot. I'm also not one to pry. Normal me would say this, but video game me is going to say that. Where I come from, when a girl uses those two words together, it means she is not fine. Anna blinks, then lets out a small laugh.
It's nothing, really. It's just that the woods are getting darker and darker, and there's a lot more shadows.
Uh-huh, see? Are you afraid of the dark? Another thing that Alicia Cuthbert was in, and I feel like I brought her up not too long ago either, in reference to something. Yeah, I think that's actually one of the big things that she did was, Are You Afraid of the Dark, when she was like a kid. Liana shakes her head.
Nothing like that. But really, you don't have to be concerned. It's nothing.
Okay, bye! I'm still not convinced, but I'll trust her. Okay. The forest continues to block out even more light. Soon it becomes so dark we can barely see what's in front of us. Are we preparing for a jump scare?
Are you sure we're going the right way?
Amelia pulls out a torch, out of her bag in response. She touches her fingers to the tip of the torch and her bracelet glows. Not grows, glows. Then the torch erupts into flames.
Indeed, there is no need for alarm. The darkness merely indicates we're about to enter the Forest of Sorrows.
Sounds lovely. Forest of Sorrows. Thanks, Amelia.
Forest of Sorrows?
Harvester of Sorrow. It's where we're gonna meet, Kirk Hammett's the guitarist, Lars is the drummer, fuck. What is the fucking lead singer, the lead, oh my god, why am I struggling this hard with Metallica people? Whatever, we'll run into that guy, you know who I'm talking about, him. Just just slide him straight into the middle of these two, and maybe have him make like a stupid face or something like that. I don't know. For fuck's sake, I can't remember what his name is right now. I'm surprised by Liana's outburst. Her face is deathly pale, which is hilarious. I can think of like Dave Mustaine right now, but I can't fucking think of I can see his face right now. And I can do his yeah Metallica voice and everything.
Do we have to go through here? There must be an alternate route.
Amelia shakes her head.
Ember Mist can only be accessed through these woods.
Guess we're gonna be sad together. Liana groans.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
So this is what was bothering her. What's up with the Forest of Sorrows? I mean, it sounds spooky enough, but is it really that bad?
It is rumored that those who venture into the Forest of Sorrows never come out.
Thanks for bringing us here. Really, really love your decision making. They never come out. She nods.
The reason people are unable to escape is because they hear the voices of the loved ones they have lost. They fruitlessly search for their loved ones, losing their way, chasing the wailing of the spectrals.
No! Amelia, stop!
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, can you please?
We can travel through this stupid place if we have to, but no more of this story stuff that isn't true and can't be true, so it's not true.
Yeah, it's not true. Sad but true. James Hetfield, that's his name. Oh, man, wow. Why was I struggling with that so fucking much? Although Liana tries to put on a brave front, her voice grows shriller the longer she talks. Right. Amelia nods.
Then let us continue.
I turn to Zach. Do you think all that stuff about the Forest of Sorrows is possible?
It doesn't matter if I think it's possible, because it's the truth.
Okay.
Zach! Stop!
As Liana turns away, Zach cracks a fleeting smile before resuming his stony stare. The trees have now lost their cozy feel completely and look thick, old and withered. The eerie silence is deafening, and each crunch of leaves beneath our feet reminds me of the inevitability of death and decay. I keep seeing flashes of beady eyes peering amid the branches. The squawk of crows pierces the silence, making me jump. Instinctively, I pick up the pace, as does everyone else. Liana grows increasingly agitated.
Are you sure we're going the right way? I swear that I've seen that.
A cold gust of wind extinguishes the torch. Welp. It's just me, Liana, I promise. I'm really scared too, and I just grabbed the nearest thing. This is you, right? She did latch onto my arm. Aww. Thumbnail. How nice. It's gonna be a bitch to try to get Blackjack behind there, though. Whatever. Liana latches onto my arm and pulls it close to her chest. Her eyes are squeezed shut and she buries her face against mine. Better thumbnail, possibly. I'm not sure. I kind of like the bright eyes a little bit, because, like, I can... Yeah. The light returns as Amelia relights the torch. Liana peeps an eye open and glances down at my arm. And where it rests on my chest. Also, why am I wearing equipment? How did I get equipment and stuff? When did this happen? I don't remember this. Her cheeks burn as hot as the torch and she quickly drops my arm. Don't drop my arm. Look at that. I got muscle. You see that? That right there? That muscle. That's like your finger and my arm is gonna eat your hand.
Sorry,
It's fine. Oh, sorry. No, I keep right-clicking. I'm sorry. She trails off as her blush deepens. I bet her nerves from the forest and the awkwardness of grabbing me is making her flustered. She getting all hot and bothered. Also, that night with the pongo must have not helped. She might be more comfortable holding on to me, but that's an equally awkward suggestion. Whatever. She let go. Let's just move. Let's just move on. Whatever. She didn't want to hang on to me. Fine. I wasn't interested anyway. Well, you know, all these little things in the background are staring at us, so might as well. God, I'm like, it's a weird place to do this because we're about like in the middle of a forest. Just, you know what? Because it is the Forest of Sorrows, so I guess, You know what? Ask her. Permission. You can hold on if you want. Motherfucker. I knew it. It's because Zach and fucking Amelia were there. You son of a bitch. Liana almost seems grateful for the offer, but then notices Zach and Amelia.
No, it's okay. The light going out just caught me off guard.
Lies! Lies! Are you sure? She nods. Okay. That's cool. What? Oh, Zach waits impatiently a few paces ahead of us.
Can we move on?
Hey, listen, she just got a little frightened. Just let her.
Affirmative.
Just shh. Let people enjoy things. We all hurry up to catch up with Zach and continue through the forest. No wonder people get lost. This place feels like it's endless. Gradually, the darkness fades again with this. Fades away as the trees are illuminated by an ethereal glow. As the blue and green light chases away from the shadows, my mood begins to lift. The trees still look ancient, but full of wisdom and secrets instead of bad omens. The pongo squirms wildly in Amelia's arm. He wriggles free and hops around in glee. As he hops, he opens his mouth wide, but loses his balance and blinks as he falls on his head. After a few more confused seconds, he shakes himself and tries again. There must have been a lot of magic around here. Must be a lot of magic in here.
We've made it through the Forest of Sorrows.
Hooray! We are the first people to ever make it through. We are alive. It's a great time to feel such feelings of joy and over whatever. I'm trying to become Amelia and it's very difficult. Liana sighs in relief.
Finally.
So Ember Mist is close.
A natural concentration of crystal energy would indicate we are on the correct path.
In other words, yes. Yeah, the crystals must be what the blue and green glow is from.
What do you mean, on the correct path? Haven't you traveled here before?
Wait, what? Amelia shakes her head. Yeah, I was like, why would she wouldn't have been able to, she doesn't know, if she did, she would say, I know exactly where this fucking thing is.
No, this is my first journey.
You mean you had us travel through the Forest of Sorrows without knowing for sure that it would lead us to Ember Mist?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she established that, like, when we were back at the academy thing.
That is correct.
Liana gapes at Amelia.
Well, we did make it through. And if we do reach Ember Mist, then she would have delivered on her promise.
Exactly. Zack nods at Amelia, who looks curiously at him. While deep in thought, it looks like she's reworking a previous analysis of him. Then she nods back. Liana opens her mouth to argue, but stops.
I suppose it doesn't matter now that we're almost there.
Yes. Maybe let this one go.
On that conclusion, let us continue.
Uh-huh. We trail behind Amelia and the Pongo, the Pongo blissfully hopping along as she navigates us through out the rest of the forest. Ember Mist lies just beyond the edge of the forest, and soon we approach the heavy gates of the city. Oh, it's not as majestic or awesome as I thought it would be. 210, well, I mean, it looks nice. It's very nice and colorful and everything. I guess I was just like, I heard Ember Mist, and I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be fucking epic. And I'm like, I don't know, it's pretty subdued for the most part. Well, not subdued. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. It's very, it's a lot more. It's not as. Yeah, I'm struggling with words because Amelia's taken all of them. 2 tan men with leather armor and carved wooden sandals inlaid with rough crystals stand guard. Their staves are crossed, and the light seems to shimmer as it catches the negative space between the staves. Is that some kind of magic?
Please state your business.
We just went through the forest to get here. That's about it.
As students from the Mage Academy, we seek an audience with Elder Isim.
They look us over, and I shift uncomfortably under their gaze. Their blank eyes seem to burrow deep into my soul. They close their eyes, and the red crystals inlaid in their staves glow. The translucent glimmer increases. After a few minutes, they reopen their eyes and remain silent. It took them a few minutes? I glance at Liana, who looks back at me. I whisper, Hey, are they gonna let us in? She shakes her head uncertainly. Zack crosses his arms, but otherwise doesn't seem bothered by the situation. Amelia stands confidently and waits patiently. I guess things are going according to her plan? Just when I can no longer bear the silence, a figure steps out from the gates. He's an old squirrely man with a set of glasses which slip down his hook nose. He wears a faded and wrinkled open robe.
Elder Isim.
Yes? Who is it?
Yes, I'm here. Who woke me up and made me have to walk all the way out here?
I am Amelia Staub from the Mage Academy, and these are my associates.
The Mage Academy, you say?
I've never heard of that.
He adjusts the glasses on his nose and peers at Amelia.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's my great-great-grandchild who's come to visit me again. Did you remember to bring the medicine this time?
One by one, he peers at the rest of us. He barely glances at Zack, but looks at Liana with interest when he recognizes her guild emblem. Finally, his gaze lingers on me, almost as if he's trying to place me, but can't.
Well, come on in then. No point in standing around.
Oh, I don't remember any of you people, but that may be an account of the Alzheimer's. Who are you again?
The guards break away as he beckons us in, and the translucent shimmer disappears. After we pass through the gates, I look back right before the gates close and see the guards resume their original position. Elder Isim shuffles along the dirt path and leads us towards the quaint village. The villagers tend to wear plain, loose-fitting tunics. Aside from the guards, most people don't carry weapons, although many of them do wear simple bracelets embedded with crystals. We soon arrive at a strangely architectural, stable clay hut. As we enter, I covertly touch the walls. It reminds me of unglazed ceramic tiles. We settle down on wide cushions on the floor.
How were you able to find this place?
Yes, I've heard no one has been here in like 10 years.
Through you.
How could you do that? It's you dang-fangled kids and your technology, isn't it? Do you have that iPhone?
Amelia puts down a worn tome a tome. Where's she been keeping that this whole time?
My old research. I thought I'd lost this.
As Elder Isom carefully turns the page of the tome, Liana clears her throat.
We were told you can help us.
By whom?
Professor Xavier.
What? Him?
Elder Asim lets out a loud laugh.
Xavier is a professor now. Good for him.
Yes, I remember when he was once just this annoying brat who came in my door and brought me milk every day.
I've been out of touch with Haven God and Lumia for many years. I'm not sure how I can help.
Yes, I don't remember shit.
Liana fills him up on all that's happened so far, beginning with the spiked energy readings and ending with with Professor Xavier's advice.
Oh yes, I remember Professor Xavier. Yes, when he was a little kid, he was bald as fuck like that Caillou thing from Canada.
She keeps the story simple and straight to the point, carefully eliminating the fact that I am not from this world. Elder Asim listens thoughtfully, but grows more excited the longer Liana talks.
The temporal rifts. It's been so long since I really researched them. I'm afraid I've been rather distracted.
Mostly due to the Alzheimer's.
Still, someone is here hoping to discuss these theories, and I'm more than happy to talk about them.
Yes, quickly, before I have another stroke.
He claps his hands excitedly.
Where should we start?
As I'm about to answer, a deep rumble beneath the earth stops me. What was that?
Oh, just the volcano. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, I get why it's called Ember Mist, because the volcano is eventually going to erupt and turn this whole place into fire, and then essentially the water will come down from the rains and it'll turn into a mist. Thus, Ember Mist. That's what they said about Pompeii. I trust you. Rip us. If that volcano were to erupt, we wouldn't have any time to escape anyway. I guess this is our fate.
There's no need to look so concerned. The volcano will not erupt. This is the first sign of activity it has shown in thousands of years.
I should know, because I've lived that long. Also, that's also the... Oh shit, is the volcano finally going to erupt?
Isn't that concerning?
Perhaps if it were any other volcano, but this particular volcano is in the domain of a fire elemental who protects us all.
We're fucked!
This fire elemental of which you speak, are you referencing the ancients?
Precisely.
Uh-huh. Zach crosses his arms.
The ancients are only a story.
Everything's only a story. Ember Mist was a story. The ancients are a story. Your mom is a story. I can tell you that one later. Ha! Got him! Who are the ancients?
They are the elements of Asaria. The magic which we have learned to manipulate are the gifts left behind from the ancients.
That's how the legend goes.
You are mistaken. They are not a legend.
Well, okay. Liana looks uncertain while Zach scowls.
You still believe in those stories?
Well, yeah, she's 15, dude.
I believe in the research, and Elder Ism has accumulated plenty of it.
Then where have the elementals been all this time?
We all return our focus to the Elder.
Oh yes, please don't forget that I'm here.
I suppose I do have a few theories on that as well. But the elements are a lot trickier than temporal rifts. The story of the ancients is so old it predates our understanding of crystals and spheres. That's why most societies have forgotten about them and brushed them off as a legend.
Yes, no one ever remembers. I remember. I was alive when the first elemental was the first ancient was ever created. I am also an ancient.
The people in this village, though, have not forgotten. When I arrived, I was purely focused on finding the fire temple for research purposes.
Oh.
But the longer I stayed, the more my focus strayed from the temporal rifts to the ancients themselves. If you believe that the cause of those random energy spikes are the result of temporal rifts, perhaps that is the link to the return of the elementals to Asaria.
So, what does that mean exactly? He shakes his head.
It's hard to say. We don't know why they left in the first place. My guess is that something was keeping them occupied in the spirit world. Perhaps whatever that is was set free by the rifts.
Oh good, so even you, the old fucker, doesn't know what any of this means. Hooray! Amelia hangs on to Elder Asim's every word. Liana absentmindedly fiddles with her manipulator, deep in thought. Only Zach seems skeptical of this conversation. This sounds really complicated and not something that can be solved in a few hours. We need to get back on track. How do I get home? To get back to the original topic on hand, Elder Asim nods.
The temporal rifts, yes.
How would one go about creating said rift so I can get back to Ace Academy?
Well, that will be difficult.
Oh boy.
You'll need an incredible amount of energy. More than any one human can create. The only places with that much concentration of energy is in the temples of the elementals.
Great. You said that there was one in this village, right?
Yes. The fire temple is here in Ember Mist.
Great! My body grows warm as hopes flood through my veins. This is good. I finally have a way home. Oh, but I'm about to get laid for the first time ever if I just keep it up with Liana. What do I do? Do I go home or get laid? Get home or get laid? Get home or get laid?
To be more precise, it's on the outskirts of the village, built on the side of the volcano, but it's not a far walk.
Then that's where we need to go.
Uh-huh. Liana pushes herself to her feet, and the rest of us do the same. As Elder Asim rises, his face falls.
Leaving so soon? I was hoping we'd have a longer chance to chat. I have so many questions about Illumia and the Academy.
Yes.
As you can imagine, one does not get a lot of news of the outside world here.
Mostly also because my old ass can't move anywhere. Oh, I gotta make poopies.
Perhaps upon our return.
Yes, of course. Well, you best be on your way then.
You're damn right we're going to be.
Elder Asim, it was truly an honor to meet you.
That's actually a really cool pose, just in general. I kind of like that animation that it did. Amelia's cheeks flush as Elder Asim grins. She must really respect him. In that moment, I realized just how small and dainty she looks. Really? I sometimes forget how young she is compared to the rest of us. We all say our goodbyes, then exit the hut. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and end this episode here. Alright, I guess we're going to learn about this elemental stuff and the ancients and whatnot in the next episode. If you've enjoyed what you've seen today, go ahead and leave a like on the video, comment down below, and if you're brand new to the channel and enjoy what you're seeing, go ahead and subscribe down below. I mean, what's the problem? It's just a subscribe button. It's a button. It's something you can click. Go ahead, do it now. I'll see you next time. Goodbye and good night.